Unbelievable. I set a record. That was a record. 42 minutes. 42 minutes and my microphone not working. Unbelievable. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. Well, I'm not starting over from scratch. Whew. Let me try to summarize quickly everything that just happened there. Oh, my goodness gracious. Thank you, David, for texting me. And I wish I would have seen your comments sooner. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Okay. So, thank you, Hank. Yes. I mean, some of you I apparently were getting something from what I was doing there. So here's in 90 seconds or less. This is what happened in the last 42 minutes. Number one, if you missed yesterday's off-market matchmaker masterclass, the replay and notes, etc., have been added to our free Skool community, and you can go check that out. You can join for free, and then it looks like this. The link is in the description. You go to Classroom. You go to right here, and you can check out the replay and the summary, etc. That's number one. Number two, I was showing the process that you all of you, either you or someone on your team, should be following for every new contact that gets added to your CRM. A process that I call it just dispositioning the lead. Do they own a home? Where do they own a home? Getting them added to either a market report or a search alert or both. Okay. So because data, the more data you have, the more you know about the contacts in your database, the more valuable each of them are. Okay. So that was number two. Then what I was going into and walking through is generating leads, free real estate leads on different social media platforms, Nextdoor, Google Business, and Facebook. And what I was sharing there is for me today, I posted, because my focus is working with more real estate investors, the active real estate investors in my market. I curated a list of recently price reduced multifamily properties for sale. And that's what I then posted. The point I was making beyond that is that doesn't have to be your niche, right? Your niche might be a very specific area. For example, I know one area that David works is Friendswood. So maybe that's David's niche, and his daily posting, which you could literally do what I did every day on social and mix it up. If Friendswood, if a specific area was your niche, you mix up the different curated list types. So today I post multifamily income properties. Tomorrow I post vacant land. The next day I post single family homes for under X amount. The next day I post single family 5-bedroom homes. The next day I post homes with a pool. The next day I post townhomes. The next day I post all properties that have had a price reduction recently. The next day I post, I don't know if there's waterfront properties in Friendswood. Or the next day I post if there are golf course properties, because my niche is the area. And I just want to build my database as big as possible of people either interested in that area or currently living in that area. Let's take it from a different angle. For me, real estate investors, I would post. So that one that I posted today was broad for all of Central PA. I could do the exact same thing just for Cumberland County, just for York County, just for Dauphin County, just for Perry County, just for Franklin County, just for Adams County, just for Lancaster County, just for Lebanon County. Or I could post just 2 units, just 2-unit properties. I could post just 4-unit properties. I could post just properties that are 5 or more units. I could post properties that are fixer uppers. I could post foreclosure properties. I could post short sales. I could post properties in a specific price range that have been on market for X amount of days, or specific price range that have had multiple price reductions. Sky's the limit. Figure out and get clarity around who do you want to attract to your business? Who do you want to be adding to your database on a daily basis? What audience, what client avatar, what, who is that person? Who's your ideal client? and figure out how to create that. Hank, a couple of weeks ago now, we did a 2-part session. On one Monday, we did part 1. On another Monday, we did part 2. If you want to check those out, let me know. Here's what we did with Hank. The niche for Hank was new construction properties in a specific area. And we built out a plan for Hank to generate free leads, get inbound free leads coming. And then if you want to pour gasoline on the fire, you can always run ads on Meta to get more, or on Google pay-per-click to get more around that same niche or audience. It was a specific county, new construction homes. Okay. So in his case, he could post today all of the recently price reduced new construction homes in I think it was Gwinnett County. Tomorrow, he could post just the ones in this city in Gwinnett County, or this school district in Gwinnett County. And then the next day, a different one. And the next day, a different one. Or he could post all of the new construction condos available, or the new construction townhomes available, or the new construction single-family homes with at least 1 acre, or with at least a half acre, or the single-family new construction homes available for sale under X amount. Am I beating a dead horse here? I can't believe I spoke for 42 minutes with the microphone not working. What are you going to do? Win some, you lose some. Oh, boy. Well, here's the good news. I was doing work doing that. So I'm not just talking to entertain myself. I'm narrating what I'm doing to get myself more business or help my partner agents at EXP, which we should talk if we're not partnered together. And you're looking for a better model and more help and a path to absolutely crush it in 2026. We should chat. Okay, we should chat. What's next on my list? Golly, here's what's next on my list. I think I'm going to go and look at my texts because I think I have some good things. Oh, look at this. Okay, I got a text reply in Bold Trail. I'll dig into that in a minute because I think there's some, there's some lesson in that. Okay, I got an investor coming to check out an off-market property with me at 11. Perfect. See you then. Perfect. See you then. That guy's coming. I have an investor. Right on. I'll get it written up. I can't remember how old your POF was or is now that you had sent me before, but we need it to be within the last 30 days if it wasn't or isn't. That is an investor who we're writing up an offer on one of my listings that is a short sale. We need an offer to get the ball rolling, so we are going to do that. David, thank you for that. Here's what I would implore you. If you're one of the regular watchers and that happens again, please call me. Please call me so I don't spend 42 minutes talking to myself. Woo! Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, some agents are just doofy, but what are you going to do? Some agents are just doofy. I don't even know if doofy's, whatever. It's a silly word to use. Okay. So, what are we going to do next? Let me, oh my goodness. It's been a long week. Let me go to my dashboard here in Bold Trail. And I'm not even sure what this message was for. One of my daughters is considering moving back to the area. I'm just browsing the local market, just being nosy. Okay. Got it. Thanks for confirming. If or when. Let me think here. So, when are they making the move back to the area? Okay. When you have someone through text, through DM, through email, who responds to you, number one, affirm their response. And number two, find a way to continue the conversation. Don't make statements, ask questions. Create curiosity when possible. Okay. I don't have a way in this case to necessarily create curiosity per se, but if I could, I would try and weave in something that piques their curiosity. But at a minimum, affirm. Okay. I'm affirming moving, making the move back, right? So I'm confirming or affirming back to them what they said to me and asking a question. And since I didn't get to talk through, well, I was talking through, but you couldn't hear me talk through. Let's do what I was working through previously. Why is this doing this way? This is weird. I don't understand why I'm getting these leads like this that are showing as a phone number only. And I think it's funny that they're even responding to that being 8912. So True People Search is a wonderful free way. Look at this. Okay. So this is, I'm going to assume that this is Janet and not John. I could be wrong, but the email, let me see if I can find a good email from True People Search, or what appears to be a good email. This is probably a good email. I'm going to append that. Then I'm going to add the address, 100 Margate. I'm going to save that. And we're going to switch this to prospect. So every new lead that after I disposition or get this information, I will, well, the contact is unsubscribed. So does that mean, well, I'll leave it at that. Let me see what else we got in here. Whoops. Let me see what else. What am I dropping the ball on these messages? 253. Huh. Oh. I'm approved for 270. Who's this? I don't know what is going on with Bold Trail. Why these are showing, because I'm pretty sure I have this contact in Bold Trail. Let me double check here. I don't know why it is showing like this. Maybe not. 717-395. I'm not going to say the rest. 717-395. Am I sharing? How am I sharing my screen? Okay, good. Just making sure I'm not. I mean, this video should be pulled down. I don't know. Okay. Okay. So, man, oh man, what the heck? I don't know what's going on with my Bold Trail. I'm not getting these notifications, and man, I mean, there's business just I mean, it's just here. So this is interesting. Gotcha. Sorry, I missed this yesterday. Okay, so we had some other conversation here, and I may have talked to this person on the phone as well. Looking for a brick house. Let me see here. Looking for a brick house. One story. What area? See if I can get a response there. And Patrick Meek, I don't know what's going on here. He says, yes, he's been waiting for me. Huh, I'm going to call Patrick. Well, let's just call him.
Please leave your message for 71755233030. Sorry, mailbox is full. To send an SMS.
All right, I got his voicemail and mailbox is full. Good morning, period. I just saw that you had texted on our business line, and for whatever reason, I did not see it until this morning. Looks like that came in on Wednesday. I just tried to call. It went to your voicemail, and the voicemail is full. This is my personal cell phone. If you could give me a buzz today about 141 Newville Road. Man. I'm dropping the ball on business here. So I'm going to personally send, I'm going to personally email Patty here because she had requested, I was running an ad for multifamily properties. And sounds like she didn't get the link. Hey, Patty. Sorry, I'm just getting this over to you. For whatever reason, I didn't see your text response until now. And I'm going to send her a link to, I'm trying to think of where I have that link. Let me pull up Rebrandly, log in. I'm going to go on record and say that this is probably the worst of these live streams that I've done since I started doing these, for a whole bunch of reasons. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! If you get nothing else from this, disposition your leads the way I shared, and thank me later, because that will absolutely make you more money if you start doing that. And also, if you here we go. Oh shoot, that doesn't actually have the list. Frig. Oh man. All right, let me. Jeez. So I'm gonna have to go. Lead engine. I have the link somewhere, but I'm just going to rebuild it for her. So I'm going to rebuild this link I'm doing all of the 717 area code, which is 10 counties, I think. And then I'll save this. I'll actually make this a rebrandly link so I have it. All right, so there are the, am I missing? I'm missing a county. What county am I missing? York. It's not, it's 10, but 2 of them are so rural, I'm not even going to include in here. Multifamily. I don't want to make her opt in. Here's the list. Are you looking in a particular area or have a specific units you're looking for? Thanks. Okay. My EXP Realty email. Extremely sorry, somehow I missed your reply until now. I just personally emailed you the list. If you still don't see it, likely if it's still not there, likely it's like, oh my goodness, likely in your spam / junk folder. Thanks. Whew. Struggled through that one. All right, let's go back to the dashboard here and new text. What other texts and business opportunities have I missed this week? Why is that? There we go. And now it's just not even doing new text. Hello, there we go. Penny. Now? What's now? Now what? All activity. She just said now. I don't know what that means. I'm not even going to beat myself up about this, but something weird is going on here that I need to get to the bottom of with my bold trail. But I believe I've talked to this one. How did this one come in? Yeah, okay. I spoke to this one. So I'm good there anyway. Let's go back here. Let me close out of a bunch of this stuff here. I'm curious if any leads have come in since I posted. No leads since I posted, but honestly, Friday morning is not the best time to post those kind of posts. This is the post from Wednesday that I posted. 362 views on Nextdoor. That's not too shabby. I mean, it's better than 0. Here's the income properties list email for me opting in. Man, I am scatterbrained this morning. Let me clean up this. Oh, here's the other thing I wanted to do. Oh, okay. This should be, I would hope this would be helpful and valuable. Let me give you an email framework that you can use to create conversation opportunities. So let me, what am I going to do first? I'm going to make the email first. So I'm going to go to marketing, smart campaign, and then I'm going to go to templates. I'm not going to build a campaign. I just want the email template. And for some reason, you have to go through that process to get there. So I'm going to say, I'm going to call this reduced multis 717 and today's date. Subject line, looking for a spooky good deal on a multifamily property right now. Yeah, I couldn't help myself with it being Halloween. Sorry for the corny subject line. I don't even really like Halloween all that much. All that much. Anyway, right now there are 33. Actually, I'm going to do the full list here. Hold on. So I'm going to go back here. I've got the 8 counties already selected. I'm going to do reduced, and I'm going to do all 8 counties because I'm going to send this to the list that requested the whole 717. And I don't want them to have to register because they're already in here. So this is the link. There are 62. Okay, so back here. Anyway, right now there are 62 multifamily properties actively listed for sale that have had at least one recent price reduction. Would you like me to send you the complete list? Thanks, Josh. I'm going to paste in here. So this is a 2-step framework that I love using with email to create conversation opportunities because there's so many reasons why this is useful. Number one, when people respond to your emails, it is a signal to the IP address that it helps your deliverability, not just to that person, but just in general. Okay, because the more people engaging with your emails, the more it is a signal to the IP addresses that this is a safe sender. Like this is this is someone we can trust. This is a sender we can trust. So that's number one. Number two, when you do emails like this, notice I don't have any links in the email. That means it's more likely to be delivered in the first place. So it's more likely to get delivered in the first place because it's text only. And then when they reply, you're increasing the deliverability again. Okay. I'm going to do PS. There are 3 in particular that I've identified as I'm trying to think here. There are 3 in particular I've identified as my current best buys. If you'd like that info, just let me know. Now, I haven't done this part yet, but I will. Okay, so I just, because I hadn't thought of it until now. When someone requests that, then I will go and I'll invest time to identify 3 that are best buy opportunities and I will shoot a Loom video explaining why I chose those 3 and why they are opportunities right now. And honestly, it might be the ones that have had the biggest price reduction. I might just pick the 3 with the biggest price reduction, and that's the reason. Or it may be that I mentioned this on yesterday's off-market matchmaker masterclass. Some of the best bait deals that you go and try to that you go and identify in your MLS is are properties that are misidentified or misinformation in the MLS where the listing agent just screwed up. For example, if you look at multifamily properties, there's a couple of different places where the number of units is noted, and oftentimes they don't align. So there was one recently, there was a listing agent recently that reached out to me and said, I need some help. I have this 4 unit that won't sell. And when I went and looked at the listing, in one place it said it was a 2 unit, in another place it said it was a 3 unit, and in another place it said it was a 4 unit. Okay, so it's confusing, and a confused mind says no. And it may affect it's showing up in search results, things of that nature. Anyway, I'm adding a bunch of line breaks, and I'm going to go. And then I'm going to add template. And now I'm going to go to my contacts. And I'm going to hunt for hashtags 717 multis. 98 people that I can send this to. So I'm going to select all and send email. What did I even call this? Forget what I called the template. There we go. For some reason, it wasn't popping up there. What did I call it? Reduced multi 717 list. I'm going to send that. I don't want my signature to be in there. Why does it has the double line break, but whatever. I'm going to add that with at least 1 recent price reduction. There are 3 in particular I've identified as my current best buys. If you'd like that info, just let me know. Okay, I'm just reading it to make sure that it makes sense. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to take a quick break, and then I need to find out what's going on here because funding fell through on something. So I'll be back. I'll be right back. All right, I got a text reply from a automated campaign I have running for expired listings. Honestly, I don't know. I have it set it and forget it. I don't get a ton of replies to that, but whatever. Every once in a while I do. Let me see what's going on here. Okay. And who is the person that messaged me? It's the actual owner. Interesting. Okay. Let me see here. Close date 10/27. Off market 9/27. What's going on with that? Gotcha. Period. So it's still showing as pending in the MLS, just as a heads up. Also, have you seen the pictures that are uploaded for the property? Question mark. All right, so this property is vacant. It was pending. The financing fell through. This could be great bait if the situation were a little bit different. But it's just a good example of, you just never know where you're going to find opportunities, and the ability to proactively, create transactions. David's cracking up. I'm glad I could amuse you. All right. All right. A couple of things here. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick demo of Lead Deck because I just had a user say they were still having trouble with it. So if you're not familiar with LeadDeck.ai, I would encourage you to just check it out. You can create a free account and get 100 free credits. There's no subscription. You don't have to get out a credit card, none of that stuff. You can create a free account right here. Just enter your information. There's a demo of me using it recently, this week, Monday. But I already have an account, so I'm going to log in. I'm going to log into one of my accounts. I have multiple because I've created some demos. I have 12 remaining. Well, let's do this. This is fun, actually. So that guy that just responded that his property came back on the market, 17112. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go new buyer target. I want zip code 17112. I want 5 properties owned, recent purchases. Check the lead count. 21 cash buyers in this zip code, recent purchases. I'm going to run now. The batch is running. There it is. It's complete. There we go. Now look at this. This is contact info. This is a cash buyer in that zip code. Contact information, their mailing address, their personal mailing address, last property they bought. They have 8 properties in their portfolio. I've got email addresses, etc. This is great. Should I call them? Got his voicemail. Guy, good morning. My name is Josh. I was calling because it looks like you're a pretty active investor in Harrisburg, specifically 17112 area, and the reason I was calling that there's a property that was under contract. It just, the deal fell apart last minute. It's vacant. And it could be a good deal for an investor depending on what your exit strategy is, or what you're looking to do, or if you're even in the market at all right now. If you might be interested, or maybe know anyone who might be interested, let me know. I'll text you as well, so you have my personal cell phone. Thanks, and have a great Friday. Not my best, completely off the cuff. I'm just unmarried to the results, and we'll see what happens. I'm going to text him as well. Good morning, Guy. This is Josh with EXP Realty. I just left you a voicemail about a property in 17112 that's available and could be an opportunity for an investor. The deal fell apart last minute. Not sure if you're in the market and looking for any deals right now, or know anyone who might be, ? Hello, this is Josh. Hello, this is Josh. Okay. Well, weird. All kinds of weird stuff. Let's go back here. Pedro, what do we got here? Landline, mobile. It says a local address, but all of these numbers are not local. Non-local numbers. I'm gonna skip that. Mobile, not local though. Let's see here. 17112 address. Bought one in December. You know what? I got here's why I'm not going to proceed with any of these. Oh geez, I wasn't showing my screen. Oh my goodness. I might have to just burn the recording of this live stream. Burn it to the ground. Here's what it looks like. Oh my goodness. Go to lead deck. Oh, look at that. Our URL passes now too. So you're gonna create a free account or log in. Okay. And all I did was I went new buyer target. I did zip code. I'm going to do a different zip code, 17111, minimum 5 properties owned. Have bought at least one recently. Check the lead count. 21 of them, 21 cash buyer investors in that zip code that I could be reaching out to today. I'm not going to make any more of those outreaches this morning. And here's why. I already have too many that I already know their buy box. I know they're ready, willing, and able. I got to find more deals for them. That's number one. Number two, I got to get ready for an appointment where I'm meeting 3 or 4 investors at an off-market property to see what we can do offer-wise for the seller. I have a settlement at noon today as well. And then this afternoon, I got to take care of some things as well, business-wise and just in general. This is easily one of the worst live streams I've done since doing this because of the microphone issue and just been that throwing me off. But here's what I can say in wrapping up. Here's what I can I will say with confidence in wrapping up. Number one, if you missed yesterday's off-market matchmaker master class, you should definitely go check out the replay for free. Join the Skool community, again, free. Go to Classroom and go right here. I need to fix this image. It's driving me nuts that it's cut off like that. I'm going to fix that. But check it out right there. The replay, the complete summary, including the scripts that we used, etc., is in there. I used Manus to create that. It's one of my favorite AI tools. And then a link to Lead Deck there. We did have some technical difficulties on there, but we also, myself and David, picked up some new client opportunities, probably others as well. Just, some people are a little shy. Check out leaddeck.ai, create your free account, get your free credits, play around with it. And then, if you are open to chatting about partnering together so we can help you do 50 or more deals in 2026, the sooner we start, the more likely we are to make it happen. And you should text me at 717-571-0456, and we can chat and strategize and see how we might help. All right. Thank you all. Have a great weekend. And I will be better next week. I will be better next week.